Mai Valentine, one of the strongest characters in the Duel Monsters series. And they did this to her.
Where am I? And where did everybody go?
Look out, guys!
Hello everybody, and welcome back to more of the Dynasty series Battle City deck profiles. It's me, Cooper, and today we're going to be talking about Mai Valentine, a character that was sadly skipped in Duelist Kingdom because none of my friends got her on the spinning of the wheel. Yeah, no one got her, and it's really sad because she probably would have won the Duelist Kingdom tournament. She definitely would have beat Weevil, so that was a sad situation, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and talk about Mai. And Mai Valentine has changed a lot, but the thing that hasn't changed is that her ace monster is still the Harpy's Pet Dragon. This is still the strongest card in her deck. And I know that's not a very positive thing to say off the bat, because now 2000 attack for a 2 tribute monster, even if it could get stronger by Harpy Ladies, is not a great thing to say. But her new rare cards are very good. So let's go ahead and start talking about those. Those new rare cards. First let's go through the old ones really quick. The old cards, Mirrorwall and Harpy's Feather Duster. These cards are still in her deck and they are busted. Harpy's Feather Duster destroys all spell and trap cards on the field. Mirrorwall halves the attack of your opponent's attacking monsters, and if you activate this while your opponent's attacking, they will basically destroy their own monster on you. Downside is you have to pay a 2,000 life points during your standby phase, but who cares about that? Mai Valentine has already used this. Mirrorwall is really freaking good, and Harpy's Feather Duster is busted. Her new rare cards that we need to talk about are the Amazoness Spellcaster spell card and the Dramatic Rescue trap card. The Amazoness Spellcaster spell card, what it does is you target one Amazoness monster you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls, and you switch original attack points. So let's say your Amazoness fighter at 1500 attack is fighting a Gilgarth at 1800 attack. You activate Spellcaster and your fighter has 1800 attack now, and your opponent's Gilgarth has 1500 attack. You switch attack points. Only until the end of the turn, but it is just to kill off a monster and is really good. The Dramatic Rescue trap card is a very interesting card because these did not really exist much back then, but activate only when opponent's card is activated that targets an Amazoness monster. What it does is that when your opponent targets your Amazoness monster with a card, all you have to do is activate this card, you bounce the Amazoness card they targeted back to your hand, and then special summon one monster from your hand. It could be any other monster in your hand. It doesn't even have to be an Amazoness card. You can bounce an Amazoness card and summon a Harpy's Pet Dragon if you wanted to. It's actually pretty freaking nice. So, that's what Dramatic Rescue can do. If somebody tries to Fisher you, Tribute to the Doom you, or one of your Amazoness monsters you just bounce it. So that's going to be really solid. She also gained the Gravity Bind, which is a stall card and is going to make me go crazy when one of my friends or I activate it if we get Mai Valentine. Let's not talk about Gravity Bind, I don't like it. So let's go ahead and move on to Mai Valentine's attack stat. And it has changed quite a bit since Duelist Kingdom. Her attack stat is now incredible. Now, the new average attack stat is 1700, as you all know, but she has new monsters that can really take advantage of that. She has Duname's, the Dark Witch. She has the Unfriendly Amazon at 2000 attack. That is correct. She has a 2000 attack point 4-beater monster. Incredible. She has her Cyber Harpy Lady, 1800 attack point beater. She has her Amazoness Paladin, which is a 1700 attack point beater, but its effect says for every Amazoness monster you control, including this card, you gain 100. So its real average is 1800. That's how much it actually has, and it can only get bigger from there. She has so many beater monsters that it is insane. I honestly think that she's going to be one of the scariest people in this tournament in terms of her attack stat. So let's go ahead and move on to her defense stat, which is still really good. Now obviously she's not as defensive as she was beforehand, but she still has Harpy's Pet Dragon and Harpy Lady Sisters, which are above average in defense, which is really good. She also has the Amazoness Swordswoman, which is an above average defense stat monster. She still has her Mirror Wall, and she gained Gravity Bind, which means she does have some defensive cards. Dramatic Rescue can count towards her defense stat as well. That is... Oh, and she still has Bird Face, so that's going to increase her defense stat as well. So that's it for the defense stat. Hers is very basic, not too different from Duelist Kingdom, so I don't have to talk over too much. Let's go ahead and move on to her speed stat, which has dropped a little bit. Her special summon potential, yes, she still has the Elegant Egotist, yes, she still has the Bird Face with Harpy Lady combo to bring out Harpy Lady Sisters, that is correct. But the average speed stat of every other character in the show is higher than it was before. So she is no longer the speed queen. She might still have the highest speed stat. I don't know if any character has the maxed out speed stat. It's just the average speed of every character in the game is a lot higher now because a lot of them have special summons. Hell, Rex Raptor has more special summons, for crying out loud. That means that a lot of characters are going to be faster now. So she had to be faster, but she has the same speed as last time, so she dropped a speed because the average increased. Nothing wrong with her speed stat. She still has Elegant Egotist, she still has Bird Face, she still has Search Potential. She is fine. Oh, she also gained Graceful Charity. She is completely fine. She'll love that. Alright, moving on to Mai Valentine's skill stat, which is actually really freaking solid. Definitely above average. This deck requires a little skill to use because you got to understand how the Amazoness cards work. These are only old Amazoness cards, and the way that you can win with these cards are Swordswoman, which does battle damage to your opponent that you would have taken. So let's say your opponent attacks you with a 1600 attack point monster. Normally, with you in attack mode, you would take 100 damage. Instead, your opponent takes 100 damage. But you can use this in many ways. You can actually use this where, oh no, my opponent has a 2000 defense point monster. Who cares? Amazoness Swordswoman attacks that defense point monster, they take the 500 damage. You do that every turn. You can just burn them to death if they try to wall you, thanks to Amazoness Swordswoman. On top of that, you have your Amazoness Chainmaster, and what this card does is when this card gets destroyed by battle, you can steal one card from your opponent's hand at the cost of 1500 life points. This is how she stole the Winged Dragon of Ra from Merrick. It's really freaking good. Being able to steal an opponent's card is amazing. Now, it has to be a monster card, so don't think you're going to get a freaking Monster Reborn or a Trap Hole, but you could take their most vital monster that they've been saving, and that could really help you in the end. So her skill stat goes up with that. On top of that, she does have Amazoness Spellcaster, which is going to take a little skill. Mirror Wall, the only skill is you don't want to activate it before the battle phase. Wait till your opponent attacks you. That's the only thing that will affect your skill stats. Some of my friends might not do that. So I'm telling you right now, any of my friends that actually watch these videos, I'm giving you tips. And everyone watching these videos that want to do this yourselves, I'm giving you tips. It should be obvious, but some people just don't understand timing or don't understand old cards. I'm not here to judge, I'm here to help. So let's go ahead and move on to her brick stat, which it's better than last season, but still not the best. Her brick stat is not perfect because she has Harpy's Pet Dragon, Harpy Lay Sisters. Those are dead cards. Harpy Lay Sisters especially is a dead card. Elegant Egotist is a dead card because you have to have Harpy Lady on the field. She does have Harpy Lady 1, 3, and Cyber Harpy Lady. I did not give her 2. It was like the weakest one, at least for its effects. So Harpy Lady 1, 3, and Cyber Harpy Lady are in her deck. I was going to give her 1, 2, and 3, but then I felt bad that she didn't get Cyber Harpy Lady in Duelist Kingdom, so I was like, I'll give it to her here. I don't think anyone's going to miss Harpy Lady 2. No one in chat better say, or chat in the comments better say, that's my favorite card. No, I will yell at you. And yeah, so plus, I mean, her brick stat also gets increased because she does have more spells and traps than last time, so it's okay. She still has a lot of monsters. She will rarely brick. It would have to be a miracle for her to brick. It just could happen. That's why I had to mention it. So let's go ahead and move on to Mai Valentine's potential. And this is where she shines. She has a 3.5-star potential. She totally can win this tournament very easily with her overpowering attack stat, her tactical spell and trap cards, and of course, just having the Harpy Ladies, which can freaking summon each other really quickly with Elegant Egotist. She has some of the best spells and traps and combos in the game. She has plenty of search potential. She has plenty of tactics, like her Swordswoman doing burn damage to her opponent, Chainmaster stealing an opponent's card, Amazon Archer, or it's now called Amazonas Archer, which can be used for burn damage as well. I forgot to mention that during the skill stat. She has Amazonas Archer as well, which if you tribute 2 monsters, you could do 1200 burn, which is incredible. And that's going to be it. I think her deck is extremely solid. She's definitely an above average person. She always makes it in top 8 in the shows when it comes to tournaments, so there's a reason for that. She has a really good deck. So guys, that's going to be it for her deck profile. I think Mai Valentine would be great for any one of my friends that end up pulling her as their character. Please wish us luck when the tournament comes around. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.